This segment of the news is brought to you by Shannon Kelly and her friendly team at Homebridge Financial Services. Call 775-209-4498 for all your home financing needs. News is also brought to you by Great Basin College, a pioneer in distance education. Your success is their tradition. Now offering over 25 degree and certificate programs in Pahrump and online.
In this week's court report, Nye County Commissioner Andrew Butch Boraski is being sued by brothel owner Dennis Hoff, Nye County Republican Party Chair Joseph Brzezinski, and Donald Cox, husband of Nye County Commissioner Donna Cox. The trio recently filed a complaint with the 5th Judicial Court in Pahrump. At issue, Boraski is accused of defamation of character, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and intentional interference with prospective economic advantage. Boraski went on public record during a November Nye County Commission meeting saying in part, quote, "I've just got a gut feeling that 3 individuals might have my number. If I should disappear, get hit in the head with a brick, get run off the road, or any other function to take my life away from me, then I would ask that they talk to Mr. Dennis Hoff, Mr. Don Cox, and Mr. Joe Brzezinski." The plaintiffs are suing in the amount of $100,000 for punitive damages and $10,000 each in individual damages for each of the 3 causes of action listed in that suit. However, according to Nevada state law, any comment made by a member of a public body during a public meeting is absolutely privileged and does not impose liability for defamation or constitute a ground for recovery of any civil action. An area man accused of lewdness with a child under 14 is scheduled for arraignment on February 20th, even though formal charges in that case are still pending. David Filter was arrested after a report of a child investigation for molestation. An underage victim stated that someone had committed numerous sexual acts on her while she was left alone with him at night. Among the allegations against Filter is that he reportedly flipped the female child over onto her stomach and pushed her face into his genital area. Investigating officers say Filter made conflicting statements regarding the accusations, including Filter himself admittedly describing an incident when his penis did in fact touch the child's body while he was, quote, wrestling with her in his bed. The Pahrump man accused of financial crimes against the Pahrump Nugget and a Las Vegas area Wells Fargo now has an active cash bail or bond of $5,000 and has an arraignment hearing scheduled January 23rd. Andrew Christian Myers was arrested after an NCSO deputy and detective responded to a Wells Fargo branch in Pahrump in reference to embezzlement. This after discovery of 3 transactions totaling more than $10,000, leaving the balance of the account in question at -$3. The person who made the discovery told investigators the only other person with access to that account and credit cards was Andrew Myers. After a search warrant for bank records and digital stills was obtained, the digital stills, withdrawal slip, and signature cards obtained identified Myers. During his first appearance, the court advised the defendant that probable cause was indeed found and bail was set at $5,000. The court then set a formal arraignment for November 7th, and the defendant was then remanded to the custody of the Nye County Detention Center. This has been your court report. I'm Eunette Gentry for News 46.
Thanks, Eunette. Angela Miles talks about the tax changes in the coming years in today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, changes to the U.S. tax system could give a business boost to tax attorneys and tax preparers. The CEO of H&R Block tells investors he is confident any change to the tax code tends to be good for business. Plus, the lower corporate rate will increase the cash flow at H&R Block. However, some experts warn a simplified tax system could eventually mean less business for tax professionals. A company that's created a device to charge up iPhones from afar is on the hot list. Energous, trading under the ticker symbol WATT, turned into a shocker for investors. The stock was once trading around $9, while now analysts say it could go up to $45 in the next year. While there is no guarantee, the company did receive FCC approval on its watt-up technology. It's a transmitter that can charge smartphones, watches, and speakers from up to 3 feet away.
Thanks, Angela. And some area fireworks led to brush fires over the holiday.
Just before midnight on New Year's Eve, we were dispatched a report of a structure fire. As crews arrived on location, we found not a structure fire, but a structure was actually an immediate exposure of a large brush fire. It's thought that the use of fireworks in the immediate area ignited that fire. It was a vacant property. It was quickly brought under control. There was no injuries and no extension.
There was also one, I believe it was on Oak Ridge, where somebody had just shot fireworks out of their vehicle.
Yeah, it's my understanding there was several incidents where people were discharging fireworks throughout the valley, and some of them were outside vehicles.
So the fireworks laws here, the aerial fireworks have to be done at the launch site. Home fireworks, of course, take all precautions.
Well, actually, the home fireworks are only safe and sane. You can't use aerials or any other type of fireworks in a residential environment. So you simply either have to use the shooter site using the appropriate coupons that they distribute, or you can only use safe and sane.
And you can get in trouble if you start a fire, especially if it's causing any kind of injury or property damage.
Absolutely. You're held fully accountable for your actions and any resulting fires or injuries.
And a set of twins were born in the Delano Medical Center in California over the holiday in 2 different years, one on New Year's Eve and one on New Year's Day. The doctor said he has never seen anything like this before. Hospital staff said in Kern County, the boy was the last baby born in 2017, and his twin sister was the first baby born in 2018.
What a great story. And the Master Gardeners will be recycling your discarded Christmas trees again this year. All trees can be left at the end of the parking lot at the University of Nevada Cooperative Extension at the corner of Dandelion and Calvada. Please remove all ornaments and tinsel, and please do not bring any artificial trees. You can drop your trees off until January 13th. The gardeners will use the mulch from your trees in their demonstration garden.
News 46 Weather Cam is brought to you by Glenn Lerner Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Now let's take a look outside at what it looked like earlier today through our Glenn Lerner weather cam. It's a bit gloomy, a bit overcast, but it's the first of the year, and we'll take a look at the forecast for 2018 coming up after this break.